Hi friends, this is Amanda. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Oakland County, Michigan. I'm an A7 size girl in an A2 size world. I want to play with this Forever Forest. I'm going to play with some India ink. No, I did try to play with acrylic fluid ink, but the India ink worked better. I made this video talking to you like I normally would in normal speed, but my microphone was picking up from my computer and not from my mic, and you could barely understand what I was saying. So I'm going to have to do this as a voiceover. I almost didn't let you guys see this one because it's not perfect and it might not be exactly what I wanted. But you know what? I thought I played and I had a good time, and that's really what crafting is, and I want you guys to do that as well. So here I'm using some watercolor paper and I'm swishing, and I used dirty water on purpose so you could see, but it was also on my desk. So, you know, I was also lazy. So a bit of both. And I went a really thick dark line and then it to be whooshed up. I'm using my hands to explain this to you on both sides. I want the bottom not to be so tall, I don't think. But I want the middle to be really dark and then it to get gradually lighter. The thought that I guess I didn't know was that it gets lighter when it dries. A lot lighter when it dries. And I was a little bit shocked about how much drier than it got. And so here I am trying to get the middle part to really not be too dark so you could see the trees in the new set Forever Forest from the mini holiday catalog. I also thought that I would do a second one because, you know, I didn't want to dry it with my heat gun because then it doesn't work as well. So I tried a little bit something different by not touching too much. Here I'm just asking it very nicely to come towards me, but I'm not actually touching the black. I could have done this with a smaller paintbrush and that would have been more helpful. Then I am taking a dry paintbrush and kind of removing the black again, because again, I really did not understand that it was going to dry so much. Here it is when it dried, and I will use the Forever Forest in a misty, a stamping, oh, what are these called? Not a stamping block, but a stamp positioner. And probably one of the more famous stamp positioners. If you need help finding one, let me know. I can help you with that. I have a friend that sells them. And she can get you a pretty good price on them. I mean, as good as price as they are, they're very expensive. Probably around, for this one, probably around $75, which is expensive, but it is invaluable. Stampin' Up! Had one, but because of lawsuits, we were unable to keep it. So here I'm going to take some Black India ink directly from the little tub. And this is Winsor & Newton Black India ink. And I'm just going to give it a base. And this one I chose just to do the single tree. I think I like it. I mean, it's different. It's unusual. It's not perfect. It's definitely not artist quality, but it's something that I could set out and, you know, someone would appreciate it, I think. I am going to cut these down in a little bit, but for now, I'm leaving them at 5x7. This is a cold press, I'm sorry, a hot press watercolor paper, and that means that it is very fine. Very smooth, sorry, not very fine. Very smooth. This is a cotton blend. This is Strathmore. Hot press, like I said, and the stamp positioner is necessary because it's black, because it is on cardstock, and because I believe this is a distinctive ink set. Oh, sorry. Ooh, I apologize, but I'm not really 100% positive of that, and I didn't go big enough. I knew I wasn't going to go wide enough, but I didn't go wide enough. I thought that I went, you know, really wide, but next time I would measure. And if you're going to create something like this, I would measure too, because once you go over watercolor, you are determined to make wet spot or hot, defined edges. You just are. You'll see it at the end. No matter what I do, I'm going to have this hard edge, and It's okay. You know what? It's a good first start, a good third start. We'll do it again, I'm sure, because I enjoyed this so much. Added a little bit more black and just love how it's seeping through. Now, unfortunately, I touch it or it just, no, I don't think I touch it. I think it just seeps all the way down and it doesn't stay like this. I should have hit it with a heat tool right then because I think I would have got that really cool seepage and it wouldn't have dried. It would have dried like that. So in one respect, I wish I would have dried it. And another respect, since I moved it, it's going to go, yeah. So I have to touch it up a little bit. But it is what it is. Oh, I do touch it. Well, it's completely my fault. I do dry the little spots. But that's about it. I leave the rest alone because I don't want there to be hard edges. But again, there are at the end. So, all right. I don't know what I'm saying here, but I am saying, oh, I know what I'm saying. I could use several different sentiments in the Forever, not in the Forever Forest set. The Forever Forest is all images, which is a nice idea. The Night Divine has some great joy and peace. The shepherd, the Lord is my shepherd. Glory to God in the highest. O holy night. The stars are brightly shining. He shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. Really great sentiments. And then there also is the Magical Meadow stamp set, which is Winter Wishes and May the Season of the Sparkle bring joy and delight, and the colder weather brings us together. So I thought Winter Wishes would be a great sentiment for this larger one. I'm not in love with how I stamped it because the T is right on the edge of the line. You'll see here. And I wondered if I was going to heat emboss it or if I would heat emboss it in gold or black. I did try ribbon. I did try, the only black ribbon we have is a sparkly ribbon. So I did try that with a bow. It just, made it not what I wanted it to be. Again, I cut these down to 4.5 by 6.5. See, it'll, yeah, right there, the T. Yep, that T is right there on the line, which just, oh, it's not very good. I am disappointed that I did Oh Holy Night here. I wish I would have done Winter Wishes as well right here. I don't like the big sentiment, but I love the sentiment Oh Holy Night. I think that will be gorgeous on a card, but just not this card. Let me know what you think. I'd love it if you could subscribe, give me a thumbs up, give me even a thumbs down if you really don't like it. But if you give me a thumbs down, then I won't show up in your feed as much. So I'd love it if you give me a thumbs up or just give me a comment. I don't like this. I do like this. Maybe you should have done this. I love your input because I hate crafting by myself. All right, friends, let me know what you think. Let me know if you'd use this stamp set and what you think. Have a great weekend. Thanks. Bye-bye.